cult of Donald Trump. Supporters say he is the savior of the world, that the Biden inauguration never happened and that Trump's time is just beginning. So what's behind the forces gathering in worldwide support of the former president? I'm joined by cult expert Robin Jackson to explore what exactly makes people follow certain political figures without any rational thought. Robin, very good morning to you. Is this what we're seeing when it comes to someone like Donald Trump, that people all believe that he is going to make a return, almost like the savior of the world?
Good morning, Jane. Yes, and good morning to your listeners and the viewers. What we've seen happen in America with Donald Trump and followers there is a classic example or a textbook case of a political cult that arose within the ranks of a political party in America. And contrary to popular belief, many people do not realize that there are different types of cults. There's the religious side and the political side, political cults as well. And the Donald Trump and his Make America Great Again was a classic example of how a figure arose, and we can liken that to the same as Nazi Germany, the rise of Hitler, and the techniques that were used over there as well. And classic example here of the rise of Donald Trump within the Republican Party.
Okay, tell us more about those techniques. And what really flagged it for me this weekend was hearing somebody, firstly bursting into tears, we're all wrong about Donald Trump, and then accusing me of fake media, of being mainstream media. And then these are the sort of things that we've heard all the way through, haven't we? Fake media, Biden's a socialist. It seems to be the sort of repetition that alerts you to the fact that this could be a cult in the making. Is that how it works? Do you get people to sort of repeat the same sort of mantras to get you all focused in the same area?
Absolutely. One of the techniques is what we like to call loaded language, where the group has their own set of words and phrases that's constantly uttered, throughout the group's meetings or rallies or so forth. And the Republican Party and Donald Trump was a textbook case of that. I mean, we think of phrases like "Make America Great Again," fake news, and stuff like that. It's all those were what we call the loaded language that was used, to hype up the followers and to make. And as you said there, Jane, the fake media was also one that we constantly heard being uttered from the stage and from the press room in the White House. And this is one of the classic examples of how Donald Trump used loaded language in this political cult sort of setup.
And then what happens to these cults? I mean, this one is I guess, different in the sense that it's international. I mean, he really touched people from all over the world who believed in these sort of conspiracy theories. That also seems to be something that's favoured by many of these cult members. Where to next? Well,
what was interesting for me to watch after the whole, we knew this gave rise to the attack on the Capitol, the insurrection attempt. And what's interesting for me now is that many of these people who actually took part in, the insurrection and sort of, the attack on the Capitol are now starting to realize that they were duped or that they were specifically or brainwashed, so to speak, by Donald Trump. And it's actually refreshing to see that many of them are waking up. But, it's not easy for many to leave. There are different, when people want to leave this type of thing, there are different types of people and ways of leaving cults, be it political cults as well. And we've seen that now with people starting to wake up. There are people who start doing their own independent research and then find out that they were duped. There are those who are rebels who actually, start exercising their critical thinking ability and find out that they were brainwashed. I'm going to just
jump in here briefly, and bringing it closer to home, if people find that they are in a cult, it's not so easy to leave, is it? Many people get threatened, their families get threatened. What do they do?
Correct. It's not an easy thing to leave a cult, because most of these cults are exclusive and insular organizations where, your friends and your family, that is your life. So if you ever leave it, that's one of the techniques that they use, because you are threatened with being cut off from family, from friends that you had within the group. And that gives rise to many people who are either excommunicated or leave willingly. Many go into some sort of depression. So it's quite a difficult thing to leave an insular group, be it religious or political in nature. It's very difficult. And a lot of people, we often encourage people to seek counseling, when this happens, or if they want to leave a group, because it can be quite a traumatic experience.
Fascinating. Robin Jackson, thank you very much.